This is London.
These are dangerous days.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I am of course the one, the only, the beautiful Lord Andy Coyne, and it is my honour to be here tonight, even if I have to watch Jonathan Gale come out. Yes, look at him, the preppy little, but anyway. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have another good show for you. As you can imagine, I've got it off the grapevine that the new LDN British champion, that is right, Travis himself, is in the house and he will be defending the championship. But we are obviously going to start off, and we are seeing Jonathan Gale come out at this time, and he's ingratiating himself with the fans of the LDN arena right here tonight. Should be an interesting contest. Him and of course his opponents, both middleweight type competitors, and it'll be interesting to see whether they use their technical skill, their strength, or perhaps, dare I say it, their speed. But right now, Jonathan Gale in his delusional state, coming out here like he's somehow better than everyone, better than me, better than you, better than everyone in this building right here tonight. But let's see if he's better than his opponent. And the only thing that separates you from the top and the bottom is a simple 3 count or a submission. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LDN. Of course, the last guy who used this entrance music went on to do very good things over in America, so could be a good omen for the young man.
Introducing first, he is the college boy from the world Gloucester, Jonathan Edward Gale. Please remember, I just want to know, for a very, very rich guy, as you told me earlier, why are you wearing a jumper from Primark?
This cost me $250.
There is, of course, Jonathan Edwards Gale's opponent here tonight. Olly Lloyd has come all the way from Gloucester to test his might against one of the LDN's regular. And I hope Olly Lloyd is feeling confident, because I can guarantee you that Mr. Gale is indeed feeling confident. He believes he's on top of the world, and it's up to Olly Lloyd to knock him from his tall standing position to prove that he deserves to be where the best British wrestlers today come to compete. So good luck, Olly Lloyd. I'm rooting for you, young man. Showing a degree of great athleticism there as he flips into the ring. Oh, cheeky little scamp. Looks like Olly Lloyd's got quite a few favourites here tonight, and of course the official checking his ring boots and his wrist tape, as is the tradition. to see if he's got any foreign objects on him, but it looks like that the official is happy with both competitors here. See Olly Lloyd there, he's almost got like a boxer's-like stance. Interesting to see whether he brings striking into the game or not. Jonathan Gale, quite typically the fans have already got under his skin. He'll have to shake those cobwebs out. Both men now. It's like Olly Lloyd, I apologise. It looks like he might be going for the handshake. And of course, Jonathan Edward Gale wants nothing to do with that. He doesn't want to dirty the palm of his hand by shaking the hands of a commoner like Lloyd. Oh, looks like the Primark accusation has stuck here tonight. And now Captain Primark is going to have to go in there with Olly Lloyd. Now you can see that Lloyd has the supposed cashmere sweater. Very disrespectful to Gale, but regardless, this is not a fashion show. This is a wrestling contest. Both men drop into position, collar elbow tie up, and it is Gale able to force Lloyd into the corner. And well, I thought we were going to get a clean break there, but Gale not above breaking the rules if it means getting a couple of inches ahead in any contest. Both men diving straight in, collar elbow tie up now, and both men trying to outmaneuver himself. And once again, it is Gale. It was Gale this time was forced into the corner, and Lloyd with a cheeky double chop of his own to let Gale know that anything he can do better. But the fans making it very clear what they want to see here tonight. They want to see a fight. They want to see this match have a decisive victor. And they're locked up like bulls at the moment. And again, it's Olly Lloyd getting the juke on that exchange. The official giving him a mild warning. Not an official one yet. But Lloyd ought to be careful not to tempt the fates when it comes to the official. Collar elbow tie once again. And it's once again Lloyd was getting the hang of it, but this time it was Gale who went for the chop, but no! Lloyd knew exactly what he was going for, pushing his opponents off with real explosive enthusiasm. And Gale looks a little bit shocked right there. Gale now trying to recompose himself, flatten his hair, both metaphorically and literally here. And he is looking agitated, particularly at the small children at ringside. Breaking the count. Jonathan Edward Gale really wants to extend the time outside the ring. Really wants to get his breath back. But perhaps also sending a psychological message to Olly Lloyd.
Do you understand me?
If the shoe fits, mate. Anyway, Lloyd bringing him back in the hard way. And swift kick to the ribs. And I heard that all the way over here. There's the reversal from Gale. Lloyd off the ropes. Ducks the clothesline. Off again. The match is speeding up here. Through the legs. And Lloyd! Picture perfect drop kick. And Gale now is most definitely rocked. And he is trapped in the corner. Lloyd launches him out. There's the reversal. Slingshots over the top. Off the ropes. He is not giving Gale a moment's peace. Hits the knee. Outside leg. It's, however, only a 2 count. To apologise. I was obviously very eager for Olly Lloyd to be victorious here today. I want to see him shove that proverbial sweater down the gob of Gale. But Lloyd is showing a great accounting for himself right here. He's showing some great speed, great technique, and he's now going for that suplex. And Gale, quite rightfully, desperately blocking it. This is a ride he doesn't want to go for. Double leg pick now. And Gale, oh, come on! Well, Olly Lloyd there, of course, able to kick out. His heart is mighty. And he dug deep there to kick in, but we've got to admit, this is Gale's match right now. I mean, he just distracted the referee for that briefest moment and was able to take the advantage by a hook and crook. And now there's nothing more than a mugging. Jonathan Edward Gale just using everything at his disposal, with clubs across the back, driving the knee across the back of the neck. And now it is Jonathan Edward Gale who is mocking the fans instead of the other way around. And a disgusting human being. And he forces Lloyd into the corner and drives his shoulder deep into the midsection. And you can see Olly Lloyd's face is just desperately trying to suck air back in, but the problem is when you've just taken a blast like that below the belt region, followed by these continuous shots into the lungs, it's hard to get your whereabouts, but Lloyd is digging deep and he found it. The reverse knife edge chop right there, and that just floored Gale just slightly, and Lloyd is fighting back here. Oh, missed the chop, and Jonathan Edward Gale now with another club to the back of the lungs, and then drives him with a big knee right to the back of the head. See a couple of rogue fans. You see a couple of rogue fans, of course, in the back row. We're cheering on Jonathan Edward Gale there. And now you can hear the ring announcer, Sanjay Bagga, trying to get the fans into this. The referee goes for the cover, which was very questionable. Lloyd's leg was most definitely under that bottom rope at that time. But Edward Gale, this is not a time to stop. He's got to keep this match going. Lloyd now, whoa! What great athleticism. He shoots right for the cover. It's a 2, but a kick out there by Gale. And Olly Lloyd, he can't be flustered. He's got to stay on this. He hit a beautiful tilt-a-whirl. But what's he going to do now with Jonathan Edward Gale? It'll be interesting to see where his ring IQ takes him. It looks like he's going for a calculated risk, which hits a stinger splash in the corner.
One more time.
Pulls up, he wants another one. Oh, and he got it. Jonathan Edward Gale is most definitely rocked right now. It looks like he's going for a third. Follows through, but oh! Gale moving out at just the last moment and follows through with a deep, short clothesline in the corner. Snapmares him into the cover, hooks the outside leg, but Lloyd able to slip the left arm out of the pinning predicament. Deep elbow right into the chest cavity, trying to keep the wind out of the fast and dangerous superstar that is Olly Lloyd. And look at just the cockiness of it. But you've got to admit, those elbows were effective, really jumping in to get maximum height, but he wasn't able to get the 3 count on that exchange. Look at Jonathan Edward Gale, he is looking fairly frustrated right now. But I don't know whether he's trying to convince the fans or himself that he has the victory in the bag. He picks Lloyd up by the scruff of the neck and launches him off the ropes. Lloyd's rebounds. Oh, but look at that sunset flip. But he's all very close to the ropes, and the official saying that he was just too close. Look at that, Edward Gale taking advantage of the disagreement with the official, blasting those right hands right into the skull of Olly Lloyd. Edward Gale now. Look at him just trying to force the point of his knee right into the side of the cheekbone there of Olly Lloyd. Trying to keep him guessing what his game plan is. But the fans are desperately trying to get behind Olly Lloyd, but there's only so much you can do. But Olly Lloyd, he is fighting out of this. The shots into the midsection, went for a shot to the head. But Edward Gale with that swinging kick, and oh! A throwback neck breaker, hooks the inside leg this time. But arguably not enough body-on-body contact, not enough weight on those shoulders. Jonathan Edward Gale now locks in the reverse chin lock. And he's keeping his body between his opponent and the ropes, which is exactly where you want to be. He wants Olly Lloyd to carry his weight, to feel the pressure, to slow down ever more. And now the strategy of Jonathan Edward Gale is as plain as everyone to see, as if it was wearing a fluorescent jacket. He wants to deprive him of air. He wants to deprive him of oxygen. But Olly Lloyd, he is fueled by something more, by hope, by the dream of becoming a phenomenal British wrestler. He fights out, and this time, he's got the strikes. He ducks the big right hand, the climbing head kick. And Gale is rocked. In fact, both men are rocked. They're both down hard. The official now issuing the no standing 10 count. Of course, if this reaches the 10, this would be a draw, which neither man wants. Olly Lloyd makes contact just to save himself from the no standing 10 count. And now both men are just slugging one another. You can tell they're such great athletes, but only one of these men are going to be victorious and climb up the ladder to LDN glory. Both men would love to get a championship opportunity in the future. But the question is, who's going to get off that starting block? Off the rope with Gale, but oh! Elevated overhead DDT. Edward Gale landing down hard, right on the cusp of his skull. However, it looks like Lloyd might have got the worst of that. Gale with the cover, and Lloyd with the kick out, but only Barry. Well, Gale doing the right thing, going back to the reverse chin lock. He didn't let the fact that he didn't get the 3 count distract him. He decided he was going to reapply that pressure. But Olly Lloyd knows his game. He's very quickly trying to fight out of this because he knows what his strategy is. And now, overhead belly to belly. A real explosion deep in the hip bones there. Rolls him away from the ropes. 2. Oh! Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the 3 there. Now, both men going to be starting to feel some of the fatigue as we enter the 15th minute of this contest. And in fact, Olly Lloyd might be fancying a time to take a chance, signaling that he might go up top. Olly Lloyd now slowly climbing to the heavens. This could be a big risk. I mean, this really could be the turning point of a match. And just as I say that, it's Jonathan Edward Gale pushing him off the top rope. I think Jonathan Edward Gale fancies his chances here. Looks like he might be settling for something. Goes for the full Nelson. Picks him up and and then just drops him right on the front of his face. 2. You can see those 3 counts getting tighter and tighter. Jonathan Edward Gale going for that full Nelson facebuster. But Olly Lloyd was able to kick out, and now it's Jonathan Edward Gale who looks like he's going to take the chance. But considering that Lloyd just got planted on his face, gotta say it's a good calculated risk. Lloyd, however, is stirring. And he rockets up there with a slap right across the side of the face. Lloyd's not looking the gift in the horse's mouth here. He knows that Edward Gale is prone on that top rope. The question is what he's going to do with it. Just flattening him with a big headbutt now. Climbing up with him. He's got him in the front face lock. Looks like he's setting up for a superplex. From the middle rope. Ha! And that would have driven the wind right out of Jonathan Edward Gale. Olly Lloyd rolls him back onto his back, hooks the leg. 2. Unfortunately for Lloyd, that was not the victory. And now you see Lloyd just positioning his opponent. He's got something in mind. Look at him wiping his feet in respect to the gods of wrestling that came before him. Lloyd now. Where's he going to take this? Make this count, kid. This could be your ticket to victory. Oh, my Lord. 450 splash. How beautiful was that? He hooked it tight and he got the 3 count. Olly Lloyd showed some great technical skill in this contest. He showed some great athleticism, technique absolutely flawless, but ultimately he was looking for that one big opportunity and he hit the 450 splash, hooked the leg, and he got the 1-2-3. What a strong, strong victory for Olly Lloyd here tonight. And I'd wish Jonathan Edward Gale more luck, but until he fixes that attitude, I don't think he'll be climbing the ladder here in LDN anytime soon. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. So much more to come. Anyway, before we move on to our championship match to cap off our show tonight, we've got another exhibition contest for you. For one fall, it'll be Joey Scott taking on Harry Singh, and I'm very familiar with Joey Scott, ladies and gentlemen. He's all flash, he's all bravado. He's a filthy little beggar when he gets into that ring. Lots of dirty tactics. Keep your eye out for him, ladies and gentlemen. Dangerous competitor, looking to be victorious here tonight against the debuting Harry Singh. And there's his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, Harry Singh, coming all the way from Dublin in the United Kingdom. I've heard a lot of good things about Harry Singh. I hear he's a good guy. I hear he's trained very hard. I know he's been very excited for this opportunity. I know he's made a lot of friends in the back. And look at him, he is in a mood to party. It'd just be interesting to see whether his dance partner, Joey Scott, is willing to be led by him. Harry Singh, ladies and gentlemen, making his LDN debut here tonight. And I wish him all the luck because he'll be giving up a little bit of weight to Joey Scott. Joey Scott, more middleweight. I would say that Harry Singh just dipping into the weight division below that. And Joey Scott will be able to use that weight advantage against his opponent here tonight. It'll give him extra leverage. It'll just give him a little bit more power in comparison to his opponent. And these things can make a big difference. Harry Singh's really looking pumped tonight. Official, of course. So there you see, ladies and gentlemen, the official checking the wrist rip tape, and of course the boots, rings the bell. And here we are, our middle contest for tonight. Joey Scott versus Harry Singh. I'm not too familiar with Harry Singh's in-ring style, so I'll be riding just along with you folks at Television Land. Whoa! Well, there you go. Straight out of bag, a beautiful drop kick. And Joey Scott tumbles to the outside, and Harry Singh, wow! Seems to be a little bit of a daredevil here. Well, he's already hit him with one. He's going straight for it again, this time over the top rope. Harry Singh is letting it all hang out. Well, the fans are appreciating the enthusiasm by Harry Singh, and well, I wouldn't necessarily recommend he go daredevil out of the first 5 minutes, but it's certainly working for him. And just as I say that, Joey Scott waited for him to climb back into the ring, so he boot him in the ribs, but Harry Singh with the jawbreaker. Oh, Harry Singh showing a few tricks of his own. Arm drag off of the springboard there. Oh! But Joey Scott knows he can't match that finesse. He can't match that style. So he's just going to welly him as hard as he can in the face. Hooks the outside leg. The official goes for it. But Harry Singh kicking out strong at the 1 count. And Joey Scott looks like goes for the neck breaker. Hits it beautifully. Landing him hard. There's the 1. There's the 2. He was able to keep him down to the ground longer this time, which is a good sign for Joey Scott. And Joey Scott showing his frustrations, just booting away at Harry Singh. Joey Scott has got the advantage. It'll be interesting if he can maintain this pressure. And the danger of being so athletic and so daring in the opening moments is your candle might have burnt out early, but Harry Singh's still in this thing, firing those shots. Harry Singh is asking if the fans want one more, and I think they do. We love the sound of a man's hand ripping across somebody's chest. But, oh, come on, Joey Scott. That was blatantly illegal. A rake in the eyes, and Joey Scott can't do anything legal to get back in control here, but he's certainly in control now. Launching in from the corner, Harry Singh showing that athleticism again. Oh, an Olympic bridge, beautifully executed. Chris Bobway would be proud of that. Oh, but the drop kick right underneath the chin. Hooks the outside leg, 2, and kick out there by Harry Singh. Harry Singh trying to get the fans into this. He is a man who is excited to compete in front of the fans of the LDN arena. Finally, his lifelong dream is finally coming true here tonight. So no wonder the crowd are behind him. And look at that. You can see people in the crowd, their arms across. They're so disapproving of Joey Scott and the way that he works. And now we finally see a wrestling move out of Joey Scott. Got the reverse chin lock. And as I mentioned, he's carrying that extra weight with him and just trying to force it down into Harry Singh. But Harry Singh, with those strong legs, he was able to get it under his body and just almost squat up. But Joey Scott able to flip him back down again. Harry Singh now desperately trying to pick him up. Drives the elbow deep into the midsection. Oh, and a big right hand. Harry Singh off the ropes, ducks the clothesline, there's the rebound. Harry Singh with a massive clothesline and another, the kip up, and Harry Singh is feeling it tonight. Launches him hard out of the corner. No, Joe Scott with the reversal. Springboard off the second rope, cross body. He's trapped, Joey Scott is trapped. No, Scott able to kick out. Hope Harry Singh's got more tricks in the bag. It's like he needs to keep adapting to stay ahead of Joey Scott. Oh, look at that. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Inverted power slam. Unfortunately, the handspring for Harry did not work there. He was caught in midair, dropped quite hard with the inverted power slam. But Harry Singh, despite that horrific collision with the mat, able to kick out. And Joey Scott, whoa, could this be a bit of a desperate move right here? What's Joey Scott going for? Singh is prone, but oh! Scott able to land on his feet, oh, and follows through. He was standing shooting star press, but Singh able to kick out. Joey Scott cannot believe that was a 3 count or 2 count. He genuinely believes at the bottom of his very black heart that was a 3 count, that he should be victorious. And this is where Joey Scott tends to go wrong. He tends to lose his patience. Looks like he might be going for that one big move. Hopefully one that'll help him claim victory here tonight. Look at him, it's like dusting my hands of this Harry Singh. How disappointing it would be for Singh if he wasn't victorious in his debut match. And oh, he drop kicked the ankles. And Scott landed very hard on his tailbone. Harry Singh now climbing to the top rope. What's he going for? Hurricanrana! And Scott lands hand, and he didn't waste time. Hooks the leg. Ho, ho, ho. That was a 2.75 if ever I saw one. We see Harry Singh, he's bent over double, sort of holding the front, and he's back there. He's starting to feel the wares of war. Picks up his opponent, Scott, into the fireman carry, but unfortunately his back might have been hurting him too much. And Scott, oh, come on, ref! Come on, no, come on! This official's has got bloody cataracts. Now that was an honest-to-God disgrace. Harry Singh has been preparing for this moment, and frankly he deserved the victory. But Joey Scott, a man who frankly couldn't win a fair fight even on his best day, had to rely on the middle ropes. And you see that fan giving him cobblers, and he's absolutely right to do so. Joey Scott is a despicable human being. Unfortunately for Harry Singh, he'll have to wait for his next opportunity to get his first victory. Joey Scott, victorious here tonight, but don't go away, because coming up next, the LDN British Championship is on the line. Look at him, Vinnie Vortex, ladies and gentlemen, has come all the way from Germany. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his hometown. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen him in an LDN ring before. He is a powerful, strong, and very capable competitor. But my God, could you imagine if a German man were to walk in here and win the British Heavyweight Championship? By God, they'd be bloody right here tonight in the LDN arena. Well, that's just disgusting behaviour. Not deserving such a proud, reputable ring as LDN's. Well, hopefully the country hero, Alan Lee Travis, will give him an education and send him packing back to Germany. Great stature on that man. He's bringing a lot of size, a lot of weight, a lot of strength into this contest. Here comes Alan Lee Travis, and as you can tell, in his hand is the British Heavyweight Championship, a championship that he actually won on our last episode when he defeated Crusher himself to regain that championship, a championship that he's been pursuing for so many months, and once again it is back in his possession, and it's appropriate for Alan Lee Travis to be the LDN British Champion. This is a man who's helping to train the next generation of students as they enter the world of British wrestling. Look at him, wearing the coat like he's one of the Queen's Guards himself. This man is proud to represent England. He is proud to represent the fans here in the LDN arena. But my God, I hope he doesn't lose it on his very first defense against Vinnie Vortex. How embarrassing would it be for the personification of LDN itself to lose to Vinnie Vortex and see the British Championship go packing and be sent overseas over to Germany. And before Brexit, no less. Ugh. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the gold hardware itself, the LDN British Championship. Look at Vinnie Vortex. It's hard to dispute him being the favourite son when he carries the LDN Championship. And there's the official presenting the illustrious prize to both competitors. And that is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, the LDN British Championship. And when you see both men in there, you can see how Vinnie Vortex is just that little bit bigger than Alan Lee Travis. And he's got to want to use that power, that strength to ground the high-flying and technical Alan Lee Travis. Now, if I was Vinnie Vortex, I would avoid making this a technical masterclass because they ain't none better than Alan Lee Travis. Both men circling, collar elbow tie up. And there you see the wrist lock being applied by Vinnie Vortex. Alan Lee Travis trying to battle out of it, and he's going to have to use his technical know-how to do it. But Vinnie Vortex just using his strength to hold him down and flipping him back down again. And I know Alan Lee Travis. I know he knows roughly around 236 separate escapes for this single hold right here. The question is which one is he going to use? And will Vinnie Vortex be able to anticipate it? It looks like he's doing a very good job now. Very simple, the wrist lock. But you know what? When it's applied properly, it's a great way to control a competitor, especially one who's smaller and lighter than you. Alan Lee Travis trying to rely on the ropes, and maybe I was underestimating Vortex in his technical skill because he's taking one step ahead right now. And Alan Lee Travis is struggling to get off the ground. This is not a good start for the British champion. Alan Lee Travis now trying to go for escape number 679. Oh, and flips him over the top. And that certainly worked that time around. Launched him off the rope. Went for the leapfrog, but unfortunately, Vinnie Vortex holding on to the rope. Vortex now, big elbow drop, but unfortunately for him, completely missed the mark. Alan Lee Travis hits the drop kick this time. Off the ropes, and Alan Lee Travis with the flipping senton, then the elbow smash, beautifully done. There's the two, the Vortex with the kick out. Well, the fans are definitely getting behind Britain's favourite son. And he's about to launch Vinnie Vortex to his best friend, the top turnbuckle, ramming his head over and over again. And this will daze you, this will disorientate you. Waiting for Vortex to turn around. Don't do it, Vortex. Oh, well, that was easy. Shoots for the cover, going for the victory, but Vortex able to kick out. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is wrestling. We're not going to end this with penalty shootouts. This is going to end with a definitive victor. Pinfall or submission. Disqualification countout is also possible with Alan Lee Travis holding the championship advantage. Vortex needs a submission or the pinfall to win the title. And I know Alan Lee Travis is far too proud to accept a weak DQ or a countout. Right now, Vinnie Vortex able to catch his lighter opponent in his arms and then just drop him down so very carelessly. Hooks the outside. But Travis able to kick out with authority. Well, Alan Lee Travis has just been forced out of his ring, and Vinnie Vortex is going to follow him, just kicking away at the current British champion. This really is the best of Britain versus the best of Germany right here. And Alan Lee Travis doesn't want to leave here red-faced, and he's fighting back with everything he's got. But Vortex, just so strong, with the big clubbing blow across the back. And look at this, Vinnie Vortex just clubbing away right into the midsection, right into the ribs, in front of his beloved fans. And Vinnie Vortex follows in Alan Lee Travis. He hooks the outside leg. The cover was tight, but Alan Lee Travis still with enough heart and enough drive and determination to kick out. And in front of these fans, you're going to have to drop Alan Lee Travis with a goddamn truck if you want to pin him 1, 2, 3. Oh, and he went for that flipping senton again, but it missed. And this has allowed Vortex the opportunity to maintain control. Vortex now putting all that weight right onto the back of the neck of Alan Lee Travis. And Alan Lee Travis, it looks like he's trying to get air on the outside of the ring, but he's very precariously positioned, and Vortex! Oh no! There are just times where I forget this is a match and I feel like it's a mugging. I look at Vinnie Vortex just jackrabbiting onto the fans there. Oh, Alan Lee Travis, no! Complete backfire. And he just got launched hard into the corner post. Yeah, Vinnie Vortex was voted Germany's best wrestler 4 years in a row. That is how good he is. Hooks that outside leg again, but he wasn't able to get it. That's surprising considering Alan Lee Travis just had that collision on the outside of the ring with the ring post. And George Akin with the ref. He shouldn't have done that because Alan Lee Travis cheekily went for the cover. He goes straight for another one with a loud Strahl. Oh, but Vinnie Vortex. One big move, and look at him pose. Look at the bicep. Look at the shoulder muscles. That's like being hit by a massive redwood trunk. Vinnie Vortex still not victorious. But it concerns me that it might just be a matter of time. And that Alan Lee Travis might know it. And they're desperately striking out here. And, whoa, hang on a second. This could very well lead to a disqualification if Alan Lee Travis isn't careful. But fans want him to do it all the same. And I suppose he has got the championship advantage. Oh! Vinnie Vortex barely able to get out of the way, but what concerns me is Alan Lee Travis just holding his leg. He might have hurt himself there. He might have tweaked something. He might have pulled or strained a tendon. And thankfully for him, I don't think Vinnie Vortex noticed he was grabbing his leg earlier. He's not going for it. Maybe Vortex just wants to stick to what he knows best, and that's the power game. Alan Lee Travis, he tried to suplex him, but Vortex, like a raging bull, just drives him into the corner and repeatedly driving the shoulder right into that midsection. Follows up with a big clothesline, and again! Vinnie Vortex is rocking the British champion here. Goes for the cover. It was tight, but Alan Lee Travis seems to be kicking out quicker this time. It's like he knows psychologically he's got to kick out early to send that message to Vortex that he ain't ready to go into that quiet darkness just yet. Oh, and Alan Lee Travis is threatening to stomp on something. If he does that, it might be an own goal because he'll be disqualified. Oh, the leg drop instead. Hooks the leg, he dropped the leg across the midsection, but it wasn't enough to hold down Vortex. Oh, big back elbow there from the German challenger and a stomp to the midsection. And Vinnie Vortex doesn't even need the ropes. Just... We heard the official warning him. And this time he's just using the ropes like a weapon. Alan Lee Travis's head is leaning against the ropes. He shouldn't be assaulting that position. That can lead to a whiplash-like effect. And it looks like the official might be issuing for a TKO if he reaches the 10 count. However, he was definitely getting up. Vinnie Vortex goes for the suplex, picks him up, but Alan Lee Travis around the back pushes him off, and oh! The big shoulder barge, and Alan Lee Travis, the hero from Surrey, catches the leg, hits him in the side of the head, off the ropes. The match is getting fast, spinning heel kick. Beautifully done. He shoots for the cover, but it wasn't enough. The fans getting behind their hero here tonight in Vinnie Vortex. He is looking very rocky right now. Alan Lee Travis, oh, misses the diving drop kick. And Vinnie Vortex going for the, oh, backbreaker. All that weight right to the middle of his spine. The 2, the 3, oh. All right, Vinnie Vortex looking like a kettle that's about to boil over. Looking very frustrated at the turn of events here. I think Vortex is calling for it. Sets him up into that big power slam position. But Alan Lee Travis able to fight out. He hits him with the rising knee. Off the corner again. There's a second. And Alan Lee Travis not risking the third and instead picking up the heavy, big, almost out body of Vinnie Vortex and taking him to that top rope. Alan Lee Travis might have something special in mind here. Picks him up, but Vinnie Vortex fighting out of it. One man wants it so badly, the other not at all. Look at Vortex just fighting away. And he kisses him right on the bridge of the nose with that ferociously hard headbutt. And Vortex looks like he might want to fly here. This is unusual for the big man, but it's interesting to see if it pays off the top. The axe handle, but no! Alan Lee Travis able to get his knee right to the ribcage, and he got it! Vinnie Vortex, that's why they call it high risk. He went for all of it. He was going for the double axe handle, but Alan Lee Travis was able to get his knee up at the moment's notice and was driven the wind right out of his opponent's chest. And Vinnie Vortex was susceptible to the 1-2-3. Still, your British champion, Alan Lee Travis. Let his reign be long and very successful. Oh, ho, ho. Vinnie Vortex is furious, because he always known deep in his mind that when it's England versus Germany, England will always win. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been LDN Capital TV. I've been Lord Andy Coyne. Find me on social media. Thank you, and good night.